everybody. Morning. How's everybody doing?
What's going on, guys?
GMs. Welcome to Skribr and Decoders. I'm Epiphany. We are joined today from Skribr by the Professor, Phil, GMs, and then,
GMs.
of course, Vincent Decoders,
Sup?
GMs. So let's get into it. I'm gonna actually start with I'm not gonna go in order, but Binance has announced a word of the day. So you can learn a word of the day initiative to boost crypto knowledge. So it's like Wordle, if you've ever done Wordle. I just looked at it.
Yeah.
So it's like you have to actually solve it. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna thrill everybody with today's word of the day, but it's actually I'd have to solve it. So I have no idea. But yeah, go check that out. I think that's kind of a fun thing.
Yeah, it could be something cool for like a newbie in the
Do
space.
you think they're doing that maybe as a, I don't know. I've never used Binance, so I couldn't say, but is that an onboarding thing on Binance's part, maybe? Taking a familiar thing from kind of normie Web 2 life and bringing it into crypto to educate newer people? I mean, I do it because I love Wordle. So it's kind of a cool thing.
Probably just more like exposure, I guess. People start using it they get more familiar with the word Binance, with the brand Binance.
Yeah. I tried to sign up. Like a friend of mine, referred me for Binance, and it would never accept my KYC. And at a certain point, I just gave up, and I was like, no, I'm never using Binance. So if I ever need something that is only available on Binance, I send it to another friend of mine to get for me.
I think Binance is for US. It's Binance US, isn't it?
Yeah, no, but I was actually doing it when I was in the UK, so it wouldn't let me do it in the US. It wouldn't let me do it in the UK. It was
what a pain in the ass.
Middle ground. Yeah. Another thing that happened this week is that Phantom's popularity in the App Store raised pretty considerably. It was also #1 in Nigeria, which kind of made me laugh.
That makes sense. I mean,
yeah, it does. I mean, it does, but Nigeria is as one of the only countries that has its own code for fraud in the US. I think that it's funny that now, it's the #1 consumer of it's Phantom Wallet is the #1 consumed app store product there,
which is often like a kind of a top signal indicators. If you see Coinbase top 1 in the app store, it's time to sell everything.
Yeah. It's a little early for it to be a top signal, don't you think?
Yeah.
It's a little early for it to be a top signal.
Oh yeah, like Phantom is not Coinbase in terms of usage, so that's good. It's an early signal of bull market vibe / fraud.
Yeah. GM Pengzu, GM Mitchell.
Oh, what's going on, Pangs?
All right. So this was something that we talked about yesterday in my space that got a lot of varying responses, but FIT21 bill to regulate crypto, it passes the House and it's heading to Senate. So, we went through the whole regulation versus decentralization discussion again, because yes, regulation will make certain parts of this safer-ish, because I mean, let's not be funny. Banks are regulated, but it feels like they can do whatever they want with your money. And decentralization, then they're the decentralization maxis, who I compared to the underground hip hop people. So it's like anytime anybody gets an underground hip hop artist gets an actual mainstream record deal, it's like, oh, they're no good anymore, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, what are your thoughts on that?
So what I gathered from it was isn't it basically just if if it actually goes ahead, because it's been approved in the House, but it hasn't actually been signed into law yet. So if it's signed into law, that basically means that the SEC can't turn around and say, crypto is a security.
Exactly.
And there's more regulation around which entity, is it a commodity? Is it a security?
Yeah.
And the SEC just can't just come out and flat out, start suing people and this and that.
That exactly. And Gary was not happy about that bill. He said, "Oh, yeah, no, it will destroy 10 years of regulation that we put in place." Shut the fuck up, boomers. Let us crypto our life.
Yeah. So there might be some cryptos that are classified as a security, which would fall under the SEC, but then there might be some that are classified as a commodity, and then that would be under the regulation of the CFTC and stuff like that.
If we have an ETF, it's over. It's the whole industry is not a copy paste, but based on the Ethereum wagon anyway. So it's just a matter of time, 100%.
Oh, 100%.
Look,
yeah.
It looks like the Ethereum ETFs are going to get approved. So
I love that it's tied to the level of decentralization, huge advancement it could change the world in a way of the US become a crypto friendly country, which also doesn't make sense, because if the USD lose power and they allow more crypto stuff, then they're trying to they are losing power. They're losing the war's money, right? And the world money, and they are allowing companies and corporates to get access to Bitcoin more easily. But if they don't do it, then China will do it, and then all of the company will work with China over the US. So
at the same time, a lot of the volume is still US dollars. So it's not
100%.
like it'd be bad for the US dollar, because people are still buying with the US dollar and then selling Bitcoin back into US dollars. But I agree with Peng's, definitely a huge advancement for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we still denominate in Bitcoin in USD, that for sure, right? But for worldwide currency, it makes more sense to have Bitcoin than USD, right? If I'm Japan,
well, at this stage, I don't know. At this stage, I don't think cryptocurrency is still a good, at least Bitcoin. I don't think it's a good form of trade. Using it as a currency, essentially. There still needs to be a lot more. Needs to be a lot smoother. Needs to be a lot easier to use.
No, wait. The transfer is not to pay your daily coffee at Starbucks. If it's used at level state, we're talking about billion exchange.
Okay.
It's not the same scale. We don't need Lightning Network for Salvador's to pay back their national debt to the Central Reserve, the U.S. Central Reserve. It's another world.
Yeah.
Understood. The thing is that I think at this stage it probably won't pass the Senate.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
But it's just an advancement in the conversation.
Yeah.
And we try again probably next election cycle, because I'm sure this is an election cycle stunt, as it were. I mean, if Trump were to win the election, he's spoken a lot with his chest about what's going to happen with crypto. You never know with him. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes he turns around and says he basically never said it. It depends on the day and how he feels. But he does have a lot of money coming from crypto super PACs, so he will probably do something, So we'll see. We'll see if that's even regulation. It's probably just making it more wild, wild west than it already is with him. So yeah.
Again, for us at our level, they're not going to reveal regulate individuals in a way of just say if you, I don't know, they will collect the taxes, that for sure. But other than that, like the QIC and stuff, like it will be at the exchange levels. So if you don't take your money out, then you're
But
good.
I mean, KYC in America is almost completely what's it called? Like you have to do it on MEXC now, as of I think May 31st is the last day you can use it without KYCing. Yeah, you have to do it on pretty much all of the exchanges now. I mean, Coinbase, you've had to do it since very early on, but there's another one that everybody was running to. But yeah, you have to KYC on almost all of them in America now. So that part of it's done.
I mean, but okay, so like you make like 2 mil on crypto because you invested into like the last meme coins out there, and it goes to 10 million X's, and now you can travel to Dubai, exit, and come back.
No, it's not quite that easy.
Not in America. It's worldwide taxation.
I mean, yeah, that's true. Like in the US, it's kind of shit. Like even you have to renounce. Like Roger Ver will tell us if he was here.
But even him, because it would happen when he was still a passport holder, he's been done, right? So it's worldwide taxation, which is why there's such a huge run on people handing in their passports and renouncing their citizenship and getting citizenship elsewhere.
But if that happened at a large scale, yes, you have your exit tax and stuff, but like it doesn't make sense for the US to not simplify that. Again, it's like in a worldwide, like a borderless world, when you just need to take a plane and like to get a visa and etc., like it makes sense. It makes sense to change to choose your country based on what you're doing. And when you get when you make 20x investment on your crypto, you think about it twice.
Yeah. I mean, there is the other thing that I read the other day where there are some people who are just hedging their bets in terms of like not just financially, but politically and everything. And they're not renouncing their US passports. They're just getting other passports or another passport. Because even though it's worldwide taxation, I think it's like the first nearly 200K earned outside of the country does not have to be taxed. I think I read that somewhere. But there are people who are still sticking with the US, but just hedging their bets in terms of everything. So
you can just cash out 200K every year.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
But if you are going to be like, if you are an investor and a trader and you are making good money, then you're obviously going to go to a better country that benefits you more, or you're going to run it through a company or something like that to reduce the tax that you pay. If you're just like a random Joe Blow and you hit big on a meme coin, like there's nothing you can do about it. You
no, but like tax. Okay, so if you are like a, I don't know, like a mom and pop shop owner, small business owner, and you make like $500,000 in crypto because you started 5 years ago. No, it's like you made money. When you cash out, if it's a one-time event, like bro, you're gonna get wrecked on taxes.
Well, not really. In Australia, you'd pay, like if you held it for over a year, you would pay 25% tax on it.
Okay. Which is,
and I believe if you have a company, company tax is 25% as well. So if you ran it through a company, you'd pay 25%.
Yeah.
But still, 25% is still shit, but it's better than nothing.
You sleep better at night.
Yeah. But I mean, if you hit it really, really big, like, 1% big, like they don't pay any tax here. So, there are ways and means.
No, 100%.
All right, so let's just run through some of the smaller news items, and then I think we're just going to go straight to the big one. Jump candidates, you can now voting is now live. Phil, last week we discussed this. Exchange Art, DiviBet, D-Bridge. You have any favorites amongst those?
Yeah, so I voted for Exchange Art just because, I like Exchange Art. I don't think I think it's a pretty underrated exchange or marketplace, and I'd like to see it get a little bit more love. I think D-Bridge is pretty cool, but I also don't know a great deal about it. But yeah, I reckon it'll be a toss-up between D-Bridge or Exchange Art.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
I cast my vote for Exchange Art.
Yeah, I would think that it's going to be Exchange Art, which, if there was anything else on this list that was as long-standing as Exchange Art, I mean, I might go with something else. But the discussion last week that I had about Exchange Art is I just feel like they're now playing catch up. They're the most established art marketplace as it stands because Form Function gave up, right? And Mallow has come out. They do a much better job. They're much more supportive on the artist side. They're much more supportive of artists. It's easier to sign up with them. When I was creating art with Ultra the last time, Exchange Art still hasn't approved me for that.
Oh, wow.
Like nearly 16 months later,
Yeah.
it's just impossible it was impossible for me to get verified with them. It was literally one ticket. I had one little complication with Mallow. I opened a ticket. It was done. The other thing is I feel like, they're playing catch up now because Mallow already has a native token that they released like 2 months ago now. And the other art token that's out there, the other art TG that's out there is LSP. Not doing great at the moment, but it's out there. So now for Exchange Art to be third in the running after being here all this time, I was just disappointed.
Yeah.
But I still think that they're
definitely.
the strongest candidate.
Yeah. I mean, D-Bridge could definitely take it as well. But again, it's one of those things where, like, I guess people aren't. I would highly doubt that people are actually reading about what these things are. They're just being like, oh yeah, Exchange
I know
Art,
that name.
I know that name. Yeah, exactly.
It's like I found the one person who was like, "Oh, I really enjoy DiviBet." I was like, "You use DiviBet? Nice."
Yeah,
I get one vote then.
What's the volume exchange on Exchange Art?
What?
Right. What's the volume they do?
Oh, it's considerable. They have the market share in the art scene.
Okay.
Like people are moving over to Mallow, but there's also Drip, which a lot of artists are doing these Drip auctions for droplets now. So
yeah.
But like the big guys like John Lay is usually number one over there. And his stuff's considerable. Degen Poet, I'm not sure what his volume's like anymore because he's always top of Mallow and he does drip art. Artifacts, who I know he what's this? Trending artist.
Volume,
is this trending artist on Exchange Art?
Like the volume, yeah.
Who's at the top right now?
So on the Saturday, Banned, the Gummies, 6ix9ine, Patrick Amadon.
Yeah, Wedico. And the weird thing about Wedico is the founder of LSP. What's it called? Lunar Space Princess or whatever it is, which is the other native, the other art token.
Royalties or is that secondary sales?
I don't know. It's just creators. No, this is series. Yeah, I don't know. What is the gummies?
Yeah, that'd be interesting to know if that figure was like actual royalties that they receive from.
For me, it's the volume, right?
It's the volume, so I think it's all
like
all sales that they make.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See.
Oh yeah, that's the sales from their work that they've sold.
Exactly.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, so it's considerable. I mean, it's also, I mean, yeah, but it's now a fractured market because certain people are only doing Mallow, and then there's certain people who are using the different, ec- the different marketplaces for different things. So, I think it was Melty was telling me she does her editions on one, and she does her one of ones on the
Mhm.
other, and like people,
Okay.
people are kind of also hedging their bets.
Yeah.
Especially with this drip thing as well. It's like, you
It's
know,
probably not a bad thing to do because, like, especially with this whole airdrop business as well, like they, hedging your bets with a couple of decent platforms, they may do airdrops for creators or something in the future. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
It's been done
Well, I
before.
mean,
Oh.
Bonk gave Exchange Art a lot of Bonk for creators. There's
Yeah,
some
right.
controversy. I don't know which side of it's true, but I heard that we didn't actually get our Bonk from Exchange Art in the end. Like Exchange Art kind of kept it, but like, yeah, they got a hefty airdrop for creators, as far as I
Yeah.
know, from Bonk in that initial Bonk airdrop. Um, Speaking of Bonk, as I brought it up, I did read that Exile DGods got a grant from Bonk, so they're going to be doing like it's a
No.
little game, isn't it? It's a little game platform.
Yeah, true.
It's not that an Exile DGod holder will be getting it, but
Oh.
they're building a platform where, like, it looks fun. I don't know if you can find it really quickly, Vincent, but I think you can vote to put somebody's face to be bonked on there. Something really really silly like that.
Man, there's been some banger Utes and D-Gods art coming out lately.
Oh yeah.
With the
I've been
3.333.
something like that, but I've seen, like, I don't know what it is, but I've
Yeah.
seen a few. I've seen a few, pieces being dropped here and there, and they look banger.
That
Yeah, it says XLD gods will, what does it say?
as I've agreed to build a platform for Bonk Inu in exchange for the generous grant. On this platform, we'll be able to pay a small fee to bonk someone and will be posted on social. Connect to wallet. Blah,
Yeah,
blah, blah.
so it's really silly,
Yeah,
but
it's a
it's
meme
kind of
generator.
fun. And it's via grant from Bonk. So
Yeah.
Bonk out there doing things again.
Bonk me, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Wensoul, new LST, Wensoul. More like Y-Soul to me, but like, what do you
Yeah.
think? Because I mean, when I didn't even realize when was still a thing. I think I got rid of the last time I went a while ago. But yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
I haven't got any win either.
and I don't see anybody running out to buy any Wensoul because you're going to get Wen emissions from it either. So like, it's kind of really, why are you doing this
Sounds a
kind of
bit
thing?
silly.
Yeah. Phantom, sorry, my eyes have gone again. Phantom requires acquired Bitsky, which is an embedded wallet, which I just learned what that was before the show. So it's something that integrates directly into a DApp. I mean, I guess that's good that they're diversifying their product, and um they're also
Kill the competition.
acquiring it means that they have a bigger market share, no matter how
Yeah.
small Bitsky was.
Yeah,
Um,
there'd
you know,
definitely be some. What's the word? Like, they'd be doing it for a reason, essentially. You know what I mean?
yeah,
They're
yeah, yeah,
buying it for a reason.
yeah. I mean,
And
they haven't
Some
been
sort of
out there
flavor.
like acquiring crazy or even really. I mean, I got a note the other day that says like you can now. I guess they have Bitcoin in there now. I haven't seen it directly, but I got a note in Wallet that said, "Oh, you can now
Yeah,
trade, all of the stuff." Basically, there's a Bitcoin wallet in there, so that's a big expansion for them as well. But I guess they're moving the conversation, or moving their casting a even wider net with that. So that's good.
there was
You know,
I seen a rumor saying that MetaMask was planning on releasing like a Bitcoin wallet within their wallet as well.
Yeah, no, I mean, and Phantom's been doing a good job, and I haven't done it yet, of saying like, oh, you can import your MetaMask into Phantom now, and I'm like, ooh,
Yeah.
that is tempting because MetaMask makes me so sad.
MetaMask is dog shit. I hate it.
Yeah, it makes me so sad. All right, Phantom, Fitbill. Does South America hate crypto miners? Seems like it this week because the news said Paraguay is to jail illegal miners. I don't know what defines an illegal miner.
Yeah.
And then Venezuela bans crypto mining altogether.
Yeah, right. Yeah, what the hell defines an illegal miner? Like someone mining crypto and not.
Do you have to get a
paying tax on it,
permit
maybe?
there? I'm not really sure how you define. I didn't
Yeah,
get
that's
deeper into the
weird.
story. I just wanted to share it with you, in case
Imagine
you were thinking
getting-
of moving to Venezuela and mining. It's not. It's
Imagine
not.
getting
It's not on the
jailed
agenda.
because you mine some crypto. Like,
Yeah, and in a Venezuelan jail, not like
yeah,
Maltese one.
you're in a rough jail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not very hospitable for you.
Yeah, you're there with like guerrilla
True.
resistors and
Yeah, and
Drug
you're just in there because you mined a few
fun.
fucking cryptocurrencies. What a
Yeah.
load of shit.
Yeah.
It's like in
Exactly.
France, like we had a law that was for downloading movies, and if you don't like download a shit ton or maybe start reselling and stuff, you can do some jail that you will never do anyway. But yeah, that was What did you do? Oh yeah, I killed blah blah blah. And what did you do? Oh, I download 2 movies, bro. That's tough. That's tough.
Yeah, so stupid.
Yeah. Okay. So
They have other
yeah.
problems. They have other issues that Bitcoin miners in Venezuela.
Yeah, I
Yes.
think with Venezuela, it's another way to like manipulate their economy, which is
Yeah.
so highly manipulated as it is. I mean, most Venezuelans in Miami, there's a lot of Venezuelan money that's just they've bought houses there to take their money out of Venezuela, and the houses kind of sit empty.
And the thing is with El Salvador, so there is some geopolitical reason why it worked, but with the El Salvador, like the president, like Bukele, like basically, with his bet on Bitcoin is if Bitcoin reach $100,000, he will be able to pay back his country debt. So there is that. And because he's also like a dictator, he cleaned up all of the strip out of the gangs, and now they are into like max facilities, gigantic US model jails, and the obviously the crime rate and murder rate went to like Solana $7 levels. And honestly, it's interesting stuff that happened in the last few years with that shit. And
right.
Bitcoin fixed the country.
So Genesis, which I only vaguely remember, but they are returning $3 billion to customers in the bankruptcy wind down.
Yeah.
So good news for Genesis people, I guess. I mean, I don't know how much was on there, but $3 billion does not sound like a lot to me. So it's like that $3 for everybody, each customer.
No, they got paid back like 75% of the
Oh, they did?
amount.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, GG's on that. That's not bad.
Yeah, definitely. That's a dub.
It was all of the crypto hour capital stuff, like everything was linked to 3 hour capital.
Okay.
Not sure about that, but cool. Good to know. Ape Fest Lisbon sold out in under an hour.
Yeah.
I'm not going.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so I mean, they were talking about it in Bunny's face. I went in for a few minutes. I don't even think they've announced any lineup. So like,
Lisbon.
and then
where the hell is Lisbon?
Portugal. which
Oh,
makes
okay.
sense. Which makes sense.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, but that's where the next one is. The last one was in Asia. The one before I think was Miami.
Yeah.
I think the first one they had was it Eminem, and the second one they had Little Baby. I don't know who they had last year. I don't think it was anybody of great note. So I don't know. And then there was someone else who was like, I hope this is their sunsetting party.
I mean,
So
but yeah,
not everybody's a fan of the apes.
that could be the utility of NFT collection, or like just are relevant.
Yeah, I mean, and they're crazy about it. To be honest with
Yeah.
you, all of those apes that I've hung out with in spaces, they're crazy about Ape Fest. All they do is talk about Ape Fest and how bad the first one was and how great the second one was. You know, all day. Good news, Phil. You can now acquire Pudgy Penguin plushies in Australia at a
Yes.
major retailer. I don't know which one, but look out. You know,
That's
get
all
one
right.
for your
That's
niece.
cool. Yeah, I might. I definitely will. Actually, I'll buy one for her.
They're so cute. I have to say, like, they are definitely winning in like retail in terms
Yeah.
of like a Web3 product to retail, and then just uh inserting themselves in people's daily lives, like with those GIFs and the stickers and stuff without even people knowing it, you know?
Yeah.
I think they've really done a very, very good job of that.
Yeah,
It's
it's
a big
big
W. Of
W.
course it
Yes.
is, Pengzu.
Big W. Let's go.
Big W for Pengzu. Maybe one day your Mohawk Pudgy will be in Australia, in an Australian retailer. Where are they going next, Pengzu? Do you know?
Big L. We're going to Big L.
I like what you did there, V. It's going to be in Big W, and it's a big W for Pangs.
Yes, exactly. But yeah, can you imagine his bedroom? Like how many plushies it probably has? Like it's insane. But I bought one. I bought a little Pudgy. Not disclosed yet. Yeah. I bought a like honestly, the Discord is lit. Like there is one guy who told, like he was saying, "Oh yeah, I hope you are not a Digot holders with like a penguin, pudgy penguins costumes." But other than that, that was cool. And
So
Pengzu
you bought a
defended me.
plushie?
No. I bought a little pudgy.
Oh, you bought a little Pudgy. Oh
Yeah, I
yeah,
bought the
they're cute.
NFT.
And the little Pudgies, are they still talking about moving to Solana?
In that,
Pengzu?
yes, it's supposed to happen. I think.
Yeah, I dig those Pudgies,
Pretty
man.
cool.
I would get a little Pudgy if
Yeah.
it's a little out of my
Yeah.
price range right now,
Yeah.
because I got that stake soul goal still. All right, so I think we've been through everything on this list, and we got 10 minutes to talk about Jupiter
shit.
taking over Solana.
Okay. That's
Well,
big.
no,
That's big.
like 20-ish minutes.
Okay.
15 minutes, let's say. Jupiter is going to take over Solana. They are now talking about a giant unified market initiative.
Yes.
So what that entails is not just what they're already doing. It's okay. Had a Twitter fail here. It's RWAs. It's man.
Real world asset.
Yeah, it's RWAs, and it's just everything. It's going to be everything. So bullish on that.
Stock, bonds, golds, T-bills, so government bills, real estate future, and forex. This is fucking massive. Like again, like Tory vision for Solana is to have the Nasdaq on Sol. Jupiter wants to put fucking everything on Jupiter, on Sol.
Yeah.
So if you want to get exposed to real estate, you buy Sol.
Yeah. I'm a forex trader as well, so that'd be cool to see a bunch of forex trading happening on Jupiter. Like
it's
being
massive.
able to fund an account with Sol and trade forex.
Exactly, and they just need to create a derivative product, right?
Yeah, I don't know how to go about it. Like, I think most forex brokers are just because because when you're a forex trader, you're only trading against your broker. You're not trading against other people.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like when I take a trade, the forex broker takes the other side of that trade, and then
Yeah.
so pretty much anyone could create a market if they wanted to.
Yeah.
I guess it would all come down to one, liquidity, and then two, how much, or do they have access to those big banks where they can get that interbank price and then on sell it to the trader kind of thing?
Yeah.
Because
I was
if they
about to
don't
say
have
you're
those
also trading against their liquidity partner, which has run dry in some of my trades when I did forex.
True. Yeah, they definitely need to have a lot more liquidity. Like there's trillions of dollars in the forex market. So like
yeah, but that's fine. There is 12 trader on Solana that's gonna trade forex. You don't need like 1 trillion of liquidity, right? Like, because again, it's a small pound right now, so you don't need like 10 trillion in the forex market. But the exposure, again, like if I get exposure to real estate via Sol, via Jup, on crypto, on a decentralized exchange, now we're talking.
Yeah,
if I can
think
buy
that-
Apple stock on Sol, cool.
Yeah. I mean, I think you're underestimating the forex trading on Sol slightly, but I also think that if they build it, forex traders will come.
Yeah, exactly.
Like en masse.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
I hope so. Like that would be cool. My only issue is I want to see what their volume is like, because if liquidity is not great, like I'm not trading on there. I'd trade on.
Oh yeah, no, you can't. I mean, I once was like in a very harrowing 6-hour situation where the liquidity just ran out, and I had no idea what was happening with my money till like it came back.
Yeah, but we're talking about Jupiter, which is like the biggest app on Sol right now, and Solana is at 25B. What's the market cap? Fuck, I zoomed too much. Market cap. Okay, 25 billion. 80 billion market cap, right? So it's basically nothing. But Jupiter is just the biggest shit ever on Sol. Like, and if they can put that stuff in place, it's the end of the game. And if we have a Solana ETF,
yeah, true,
bro,
yeah,
bro, we're going to 2000.
Yeah.
Where's Jup going though? Because that's what
I don't know, but in terms of branding, it's massive. Because if you tell me, okay, you're gonna buy real estate with Jupiter, I want a Jup bag, which I sold at 40 cents. Let's go.
Thank you for giving it to me.
It's
what's price of Jupe right now?
It was 120 when I went to sleep.
What is it now?
120.
Yeah, 118.
Yeah, so like I've said this a couple times, Phil, but maybe you haven't heard it. Like, I get these we all get these random airdrops for like $5, $10, whatever, and we have no idea what it is, where it's going. Most of the time, it's just going down to zero. So my new tactic with all of that is anything $5 and under, I roll into Bonk via the pooper scooper, and then the Bonk pooper scooper, and then anything kind of above 5. Sometimes it's a little bit more for Bonk, but above 5, between $5 and like $30, I roll into Jupe.
Yeah, okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah, because I only see Jupe going up in the next year, right? I mean, yeah, we're going up and down at the moment, but I only see Jupe increasing in price. So,
yeah, they're gonna airdrop next year too. So what I don't like is the deadline of like every January we have a Jupiary mounts. I don't like it.
Well, they're probably knowing them because every week we've had an announcement from them, or if not two. So knowing them, they're going to have a jukemas of some sort to burn a bunch of that and to to really incentivize people to use it, kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Because they're definitely playing the long game, and every time you think, well, what else can they come out with next week? There's another 2 news stories about them and something else that they're coming out with. So I don't doubt that if we're having a Jupuary, they have other stuff up their sleeve to counteract
because they know that. Yeah, they know. And honestly, like they do content, like Famous Clouds, it's killing it with like Jupe content, so they understand everything. Like the execution of Jupe is fucking good.
Yeah, no, it's very good.
Let's send it back to 50
very
cents.
Good. No, we're good. We're good at 120. I mean, I'd like to see it back at 90 or 70 cents for sure.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the chart now, and it kind of looks like a bear flag, but at the same time, we don't really have a great deal of market structure to go off. Like, this could just be like a swing low, and then we continue higher.
Yeah.
But yeah, immediate term, it does look like a bear flag, so we could see lower prices. But I guess that just depends about the crypto market in general. Because if everything starts to crash, then Jupe's going to crash as well.
Yeah, no. And Jupe will crash like 50%.
It seems to crash. If I've been watching it the last few times it's gone down, it's basically loosely pinned on Sol, right? Because it's a Sol derivative, whatever.
Like a 50%
but it doesn't go down at the same time. It's like there's a delay on the down, and it never went down as far as I thought it would the last time like Sol dipped. It never dipped as far as I thought it would, like as far as Sol did in comparison, kind of thing. From what I've been watching, when I see it move,
So from what I'm seeing on the chart, if we do come down and have a pullback, I would expect like 67 cents around that area to kind of hold.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah. I got Bison at 90 and 70, so that's good.
Which from right here, it's like a 43% drop from where we are now.
40%, okay. Okay. So the fundamental of like the crypto, like if tomorrow we have like a SEC tweet about ETH ETF, Jupe is not going to crash.
I don't think so. I honestly think that we might see a little bit of a pump, maybe like a pump above. Like,
you think it's priced in?
Bring the chart. Yeah, I think it's priced in because we had 20% increase in a day. Like that's I reckon we might see like 4,400. But I don't reckon we just skyrocket.
And same thing for like the Bitcoin ETF, right? Like you have the launch and you have like all of the big players that were ready for it, etc., that jump in and create the volume. But it will take 6 months for the other institutionals to make the move, right? So same thing for ETH ETF. Like you will see moderate volume. I expect that moderate volume first, and then like for the 12 months after the halving.
And like Bitcoin's obviously established itself in the space. Ethereum, I think, like from an institutional standpoint, I wouldn't expect them. I wouldn't expect a hedge fund or an institution to put a lot of money into ETH. Like retail,
I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
but again, like for example, do jack shit.
Yeah, I think Ethereum has a good PR, like has good press in the because they understand. Okay, Bitcoin is gold and Ethereum is like the crypto computer smart contract, blah blah blah. I think.
But from an institutional standpoint, if an Ethereum ETF would still be very high risk.
Yeah, true. That's true. Which is like happened in Hong Kong ETF, right? Like when they launched like the Bitcoin and the ETH ETF there, the volume was dog shit. But
Yeah,
it's
and
Hong Kong.
if an institution wants cryptocurrency volume, they'll go Bitcoin every day of the week.
Yeah, no, 100%. 100%.
So yeah, who knows how good it's going to be? I mean, good for the space, obviously, that this kind of shit's happening. But
worst case scenario, it's just PR.
The what?
Worst case scenario, that shit is just PR. And like PR, press PR. And
public relations.
Yes, okay. Thank you. And I don't know. We're moving to Bitcoin at fucking 1 million. It's gonna happen, not tomorrow, not the next week, but in our fucking lifestyle, send it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Let's get all of the fucking RWAs on Solana. Bro. Bitcoin at 1 million, Solana, it's gonna be amazing. We lost so much money on fucking rugs. It's gonna be insane, but it's fun.
Yeah. I'm
do you have to go?
Bullish on Sol.
Do you have to go, Phil?
It's 8 minutes left. Okay. So we can wrap it up in like 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any questions from the audience? We've kind of gone through our list of things, or anything else we wanted to talk about. I mean, there was some gossip this week. I don't know if you guys want to talk about that real quick. I don't really know all the details, but ZK and Nick were battling on the timeline about a CryptoPunk.
What?
ZK Shark and Nick, Choose Rich Nick.
What were they arguing about?
A CryptoPunk. I don't know for certain that this is how the story went, but like Nick has this CryptoPunk that he posted a picture with a CryptoPunk on his shirt, as far as I know. But like ZK owns that CryptoPunk. I think that's how it goes. I don't know.
That?
Yeah, I think so.
And it was like 11 hours ago.
Yeah.
And then what did ZK say?
Oh, he went ham. I don't know. He was not happy.
Oh, why this rich dude wear my punk papered it after him?
These VRs are fire, so the VR glasses.
Yeah, keep chilling the crypto brand while also throwing the occasional bad takes about art. You know nothing about. Yeah. This guy is 42 years old.
Is he?
He looks it.
Yeah, really? He definitely looks it.
What?
Yeah. Okay. He looks old. He looks older than me, and I'm older than 42 years old, in my opinion. He looks older than me. So there you have it. The other thing is CryptoPunks came out with a new collection this week.
Oh my god.
Really?
Yeah, wait.
Yeah, did you not see this, Phil?
Wait,
it's
no,
like really bad.
That shit. Bro. Okay.
I think it's based on Flat Stanley, if you know what Flat Stanley is.
It's based on garbage. It's dog shit. Okay, let me it's so fucking bad. It's crazy, bro. Yeah, no, you saw the video. It's like you saw it. Okay. Right.
Yeah, it's based on Flat Stanley.
Oh no way.
That's it. That's the third collection from CryptoPunks.
Yeah.
AKA Money Grab.
So damn. Yeah, okay. So you have the whole like yeah, that's the she's the artist that made that. So it's okay. So there is a collab. There is artists in residence at CryptoPunk Labs, and the goal is to bridge the gap between art museum, blah blah blah, and Web3 and CryptoPunk. So she exposed her art, like her art in like MoMA, which is like the modern house. No, how do they call that? MoMA, New York.
It's the Museum of Modern Art.
Yes, exactly. So that's the first problem. Okay, modern art should not go to a fucking museum.
Why? Why not?
Because it's so bad. Like it's.
Okay. Let's be diplomatic for just 10
No,
seconds of your
no,
life.
I
I know
can't.
it's hard,
It's too
but
much.
you know, I mean, art is subjective.
Yeah.
So there's, for example, I'm not a huge fan of a lot
that.
of the AI art. I'm not disliking it necessarily. But conceptually, I do kind of enjoy it. I just don't think it should be a crypto. Uh, if I was a CryptoPunk, I'd be annoyed that it was associated with my brand. I also just think it's kind of a money grab, as well as, you know, I think it would be better as like almost better as physical art, like 3D physical art, not necessarily digital art, 3D digital art personally. But I mean, I'm not saying that it's good. I'm just saying like it's not the worst thing I've seen on the blockchain.
Also, like they had it like the woke touch of like, yeah, it's gender equality, whatever. That shit is cooked, man. Like you're not fighting racism because you're dropping a Web3 collection. Like just no.
No, you're not fighting racism, but you know, you're giving chances to people who otherwise didn't have them like 5 to 10 years ago. So I get that part of it as well, although, you know, I saw a really good quote this week where it was like, I think it was Vo who said, being woke doesn't, like, being a good human does not mean you're woke. So
Yes,
like you can give chances to other people. You know, a lot of people have been overcorrecting in that, you know, just in the climate of Me Too and whatever. So yeah, I mean, it wasn't a great. I personally don't think it was a great take. I don't think that.
No.
Like I said, if I owned a CryptoPunk and you told me like that's a part of my collection, I'd have been pissed.
No, it's not part of the collection. It's a drop that you have to pay, and also like so she has another collection, and only it will be a drop, only available to the holders of her collection. Like they completely cancel every like CryptoPunk relationship.
Yeah, it's
But anyway,
kind of weird.
It's 1 minute.
Okay, guys, we gotta go. It's been great spending an hour with you. We'll see you next week. Till then, thanks so much. Remember to follow everybody you see on the screen. Remember, if you're not already subscribed to the Dakota's channel, to do that. Remember, not CryptoPunks. We don't care about them. We don't care about people following them. We should not be promoting them.
It's for the people to comment.
Okay. And then, you know, definitely subscribe to the channel. Definitely become a YouTube subscriber for the channel.
Yes.
You know, follow all of us on all of our socials. Go buy some art. If there's any of my art on secondary, I don't think there is because nobody wants to let go of it. But yeah, there's zero ultra VPIF secondary market. Like nobody lists.
I'm holding it to 1,000 soul.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Can't wait. From your mouth to God's ears. All right, guys. Have a great day.
Bye.
We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
I need a Friends intro. Whatever.
And that's a wrap. I hope you enjoyed the live stream. We'll see you in the next one. But before that, make sure to subscribe, like,